No doubt 24-25 season, just not a season to celebrate for Man United. Scratch that. Man United just hit rock bottom, and the worst was we are 100% confirmed that this is not the bottom yet. We might go down again before we going up. After Man United putting all the hopes on the Europa League final, where they were the only team that did not take a defeat or did not taste any defeat the whole competition, but succumbed the loss to none other than freaking Spurs, who have been clowned for their lack of trophy cabinet. Rubber salt to the already bleeding injury, the loss in the final meant that Man United, without European competition in the next season, given they were closer to the relegation than top 4. This has been a detrimental impact for their financial situation and the pulling factor for top-class footballer. While easy to say that this time around, Man United, despite the acquisition from Sir Jim, certified as screw and. So in this video, we'll have a look on this abysmal season that Man United had gone through and what we could expect for the next incoming. In case you didn't know, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. If you, in any shape or form, stumble into this channel and somehow some way like this kind of content, do please like, share and subscribe to this channel, as each of your precious subscription will be a massive motivation for me to upload new content. And don't forget to ring the notification bell for every new upload. With that said, let's get straight into the video. 15 freaking place is where Man United ended their league season. While last season Man United finished at 8th place, happy is something that we never heard of, let alone this season Man United finished closer to relegation than to the top 4. To call this season had been the worst season since Fergie retired, without question a stamp to it. However, to me, this season, despite undergo such disastrous season, compared this season to the 21-22 season, whereby many have been called that season to be the worst. Both were bad in their own ways, as the 21-22 season was more full of toxic dressing room drama, speculation about leaking information. Furthermore, on the pitch, Man United played absolute gutless, diva-like and overall absolute unwatchable matches. As felt like Man United were just 11 millionaires decided to play a game of low-level football. As for this season, frustrating have been the key words described this underwhelming Man United team. How will we not score that, and where does this intensity go from the past couple matches? What a question that's given to these Man United footballers, given that in really a handful of matches, Man United were capable of creating multiple clear-cut chances. However, either the lack of clinical finishing or pure bad luck, the chance slipped left and right like how Mike Tyson in his prime. On the other side, Man United also highly inconsistent in their performance, able to provide world-class performance and give us high hopes saying Man United is back, but in many other matches, were really questioning if they will even qualify as a footballers. But this season, under the changes in management, so does the direction of Man United that should have been done in many years. Several overpaid, low ability footballers have been seen themselves loaned out of the clubs such as Anthony, Rashford and Sancho. In addition, at the end of season, other members like Victor Lindelof, Johnny Evans and Eriksen confirmed their departure from Man United. For fun fact, with Evans' departure marked the first time Man United was without any players that was played for Fergie. Starting under Erik ten Hag, mentioned in many videos, in order to address several key areas for improvement like new right back, centre back, defensive midfielder and striker, Man United pushed some of the high profile signings like Xerxes, the Bologna star striker, who together with Morata brought the Bologna to the top 4 in Syria. For defenders, Man United made the deal with Bayern by signing both De Ligt and Masraoui, both the former Ajax player with familiarity with Ten Hag as the Dutch manager was the responsible personnel for bringing them into the footballers today. Lastly, the midfielder, due to Casemiro on the previous season, showed the obvious aging legs, unable to cover massive ground on the same time, showed declining fame playmaking ability. While Man United eventually signed Manuel Ugarte from PSG, the Uruguayan may not possess the offensive prowess like Casemiro and not the aerial track, but Ugarte, known for his tireless running and extremely happy when it comes to ground duels, particularly tackling. Along the way, Man United also pulled, by right now the time frame, amazing signing by snatching Lenny Yoro from Real Madrid under a high 62 million price tag. However, Man United in this season do see several players depart from the club, with McTominay and Aaron Wan-Bissaka both sold to other clubs, with the Scottish to the Napoli for 30 million and Aaron Wan-Bissaka to West Ham for 15 million. With a number of profiles on paper suit Erik ten Hag and his vision how he wanted to play, this season seems adamant to bring further success and now repeat the abysmal 8th place finish. Even better, in the first match against Fulham, Man United got a win by a debut goal by Xerxes, while at the same time looks fairly competitive to be a great team. But in that match, in that moment, really can sum up everything for Man United as Rashford lay off to Garnacho to score to an empty net. Garnacho bottled it. This speaks everything. Moving on from the first match winning, Man United going down spiral really quickly. That's because every time tactics approach for Man United had been very skeptical, in a word, very open. Ten Hag had the knack to combining both pragmatic and aggressive pressing, felt like Man United want it all but unable to do it all, as the tactics involved the front 5 to 6 players aggressively pressing the opponent or guide the opponent to the one side of the pitch. However, due to the lack of intensity of the forward players, oftentimes we see the opponent could easily play through the press. And on the defensive side, due to the lack of athleticism and pace by Martinez and Maguire to the extent, Ten Hag really want them to stay deeper to face the counter. But this adjustment has a massive hole, pun intended, with the opponent play through the press cause a huge space between the midfield and the defensive players. This is also a major factor that magnified the weakness of the Casemiro, but although the Brazilian was probably the best CDM in the world, asking him as a sole pivot to cover 3, even 4 players can be an impossible task to handle. And this arrangement has Man United really struggled containing any attacking players. Besides, the worst easily was the Andre Onana. The former Inter goalkeeper just 2 years ago seen as the best and most anticipated goalkeeper thanks to his highly skilled passing range for a goalkeeper who also shown a composure on the ball despite being pressed by the opponent. Coming to Man United, seen not just change in their playstyle but also be the trend for other teams to follow. Oh boy, how wrong we really are. As Onana had not speak how he can change the game, but he can be even a decent one as a goalkeeper. We'll be talking Man United as a top 6 team. Onana as per right now viewed to be the worst goalkeeper of all time for Man United. Countless mistakes and added question into the seas of questions. Yet Onana's strong suit of passing were not existent as Man United often resort to launching the ball instead of playing from the back. Of course, the Achilles heel for Man United were their goal scoring. While Man United in many matches not just bet on defense but not on controlling games, but the struggle to scoring goals. Having some of the best creators like Bruno and Xerxes and finishing of Højlund plus a low IQ play for Garnacho have been a miracle to able to score 2 goals in some of the matches. Strings of bad results, Man United eventually changed to Ruben Amorim, a completely different vision than Ten Hag, as the Portuguese manager favoured a more direct and hyper-attacking style, also using a flying wingbacks as the key aspect for his tactics. This implementation eventually favoured an unexpected footballer by the name of Amad Diallo, whom under Ten Hag is not highly rated. Diallo in his right wing-back role flourished like no other, usually be the most threatening player for Man United, scored 11 goals and collected 9 assists, seems like a surprising footballer. Not just that, Bruno Fernandes also saw a resurgence in form and added a composure in his game, something that we hardly associate with his game. Yet all the praise for Amorim, Man United double spiral did not end as their struggles to scoring goals haunt them massively. In many games, eventually see them ended as low as the 17th place in the league. On the brighter side, Man United have did several best performances in the European League games where they reached the final since 2021 against the Premier League rival of Spurs. But with absolute high expectation to bring the season on 180 hanging on the finals, Man United plummeted, bottle and downright underperformed in such stake. This detriment disappointing result had Man United hands tied behind their backs with the financial support. After the season, Man United had came out many news with the squad to see many changes like departure veterans of Lindelof, Evans and Eriksen. Some young players might see their future on the balance like Garnacho, who was told by Amorim to seek a new club. Menu might not even favour to don the red shirt as well. But biggest one of all, talisman Bruno Fernandes have a huge decision to make as Saudi club Al Hilal seek his signature on a humongous package. On the transfer inside, Cunha has already closed to official joining Man United. Names like Mbeumo are under a negotiation. Do really hope that in this window and overall changes can be expected from them. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think with this season as down as never seen before? Will you agree Man United is done like fuck or everything, or there was a way to turn around? Comment down below so they can have a discussion. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one.